Good day. Today we are going to speak about research, aims, and objectives. What are you doing and how are you doing it? How long does it take the person reading your thesis to understand what you are doing and how you are doing it? If the answer is anything other than in the opening paragraphs of the thesis, then keep reading. What are aims and objectives? If you build a house without foundations, it's pretty obvious what will happen. It will collapse. Your thesis is the same. Fail to build the foundations and your thesis just won't work. Your aims and objectives are those foundations. That's why we have put them right at the top of our thesis. If you write your aims and objectives clearly, then you will make your reader's life easier. A lot of master students fail to clearly articulate their aims and objectives because they aren't sure themselves what they actually are. Research aim. Your research aims are the answers to the questions. What are you doing? You need to clearly describe what your intentions are and what you hope to achieve. These are your aims. Your aims may be to test theory in a new empirical setting, derive new theory entirely, construct a new data set, replicate an existing study, question existing orthodoxy, and so on. Whatever they are, clearly articulate them and do so early. Definitely include them in your introduction, and if you are smart, you'll write them in your abstract. But be very explicit. In the opening paragraph, say, in simple terms, the aim of the thesis is to. Think of your aims then as a statement of intent. They are a promise to the reader that you are going to do something. You use the next 200 pages or so to follow through on that promise. If you don't make the promise, the reader won't understand you. Follow through. Simple as that. Because they serve as the starting point of the study, there needs to be a flow from your aims through your objectives to your research questions and contribution and then into the study itself. If you have completed your research and found that you answered a different question, make sure your original aims are still valid. If they aren't, refine them. When writing up your aims, there are a number of things to bear in mind. Avoid listing too many. Your thesis isn't as long as you think it is, and you won't have time or room for more than around 2 or 3. When you write them up, be very specific. Don't leave things so vague that the reader is left unsure or unclear on what you aim to achieve. Make sure there is a logical flow between each of your aims. They should make sense together and should each be separate components which, when added together, are bigger than the sum of their parts. Research objectives. Your aims answer the questions, what are you doing? The objectives are the answer to the question, how are you doing it? Research objectives refer to the goals or steps that you will make to achieve your aims. When you write them, make sure they smart. Specific, talk in a precise and clear way about what you are going to do. Measurable, how will you know when you have achieved your aim? Achievable, make sure that you aren't overly ambitious. Realistic. Recognize the time and resource constraints that come with doing a thesis and don't attempt to do too much. Time constraint. Determine when each objective needs to be completed. You need to be as explicit as possible here. Leave the reader in no doubt about what you will do to achieve your aims, step by step. Leave no ambiguity. At the same time, be careful not to repeat your method chapter here. Just hint at your method by presenting the headlines. You will have plenty of space in your methods discussion to flesh out the detail. Elsewhere in the thesis, you will necessarily have to talk in a complex language and judge complex ideas. Here you don't. You can write in clear, plain sentences. I can't articulate them clearly. My research is complicated. Of course, your research is complex. That's the name of the game. But the sign of someone able to master complexity is their ability to summarize it. Sure, you are not looking to capture all the richness and detail in a short summary of aims and objectives. But you are looking to tell the reader what you are doing and how you are doing it. If you are struggling to clearly articulate your aims and objectives, then try the following task. At the top of a post-it note, write the sentence. In this research, I will. Then keep trying until you can fit an answer onto one single post-it note. The answer should answer two questions. What are you doing? And how you are doing it?